Hey, just a quick note before we get into today's video. I realized to make a couple of potentially incorrect assumptions, and I want to close the gap really quick on those. I assume that you're familiar with the history of Cresson and the general layout of the campus, and also that you have watched my first detailed exploration of the place. So if you are not familiar with the campus or want a quick refresher, I'm going to put the 1-minute intro for my first video right after this. If you are familiar or you're ready to just kind of jump into it, I'm going to put chapters for the video in the little scroll bar below so you can easily skip past the intro and get into the video. Also, I'll put a link somewhere up here to the actual full-length first video if you really want to take a look at that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Today we're exploring the abandoned Cresson State Correctional Institution, a medium-security correctional facility for male inmates, which operated from 1987 until its closure in 2013. This mountaintop property was originally the site of the Cresson Tuberculosis Sanatorium, which began operations in 1912. In 1956, as the number of TB infections were in decline, the sanatorium was incorporated into the Lawrence Flick State Hospital, and its operations realigned to focus on the treatment of mentally ill patients. The hospital operated in this fashion until its closure in 1982. In 1983, the property was transferred to the Bureau of Corrections and reopened in 1987 as a medium-security state prison. We'll not only be exploring what remains of the prison-era buildings, but also several of the original sanatorium buildings dating back to 1912 that were kept and used by the prison. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cresson Sanatorium at night, where we're going to be doing something way outside of my wheelhouse, and that is paranormal investigations. So we're in one of the, I'm sorry for the Blair Witch Project looking lighting, we're inside one of the cell blocks right now. I can't show it too much, but we just did a mass vigil. There's a group of like 30 of us that we're going to be going through and doing a little bit of investigating at first, kind of as a group, and then they're going to cut us loose. And I've got all night, basically, to explore by myself and terrify myself. So join me and let's see what we can find. All right.
Really quick question. If there's something about this woman that reminds you of maybe a family member or friend, can you turn this cat ball on again?
If you want her to move away from that cell for some reason, will you make that go off again?
What was that? Now I know that you recognize me and Jim. We bought some French for you. I know that a lot of males were here. I know we put your green lights for you that you like making disappear. On these, on the chair, we have a mag light at the end, and we have all these lights in the hallway. Please come here with us. You can touch any one of these that you want, but I just want to know that you're here. Can you set something off, please?
I spent the first, like I said, 2 hours with the group, sort of doing like group work, I guess, and I'll be honest, I'm super skeptical of it, and also just generally it kind of took a lot of the fun or thrill, I guess, out of it for me. So while I appreciated them allowing that, I'm also glad to be on my own. So yeah, let's see here. Barbed wire, in case you didn't believe me that I'm at an abandoned state prison. We're walking down now from kind of the original TB hospital stuff down to that first building that we explored in the first video that I did of this place. The admin building that used to be the kids' preventorium, I guess, and then later became like an admin building. They had classes, and if you remember all that. But the tunnel is up this way. And so I figured let's go into this building here, which we'll take a look at in a second. It is, hopefully the camera picks that up, it's like 10:15 p.m. So let's go in here once I figure out how to get in here. And we'll explore this a little bit and then maybe take the tunnel back up across campus and kind of see where that gets us. So let's take a look. Let me turn this on a little bit here. I don't know how to get in here from this way. Yeah, I've never gone in this way before. Oh shoot, I have myself all twisted and turned around here. But yes, this. Let me try to get this, my light that I'm trying to use at the same time as the flashlight is not great, so. But yes. I gotta figure out what is going on with that. Like I said, I don't believe in ghosts whatsoever, but at the same time, I am utterly terrified of ghosts. So I figure what better place to create some potentially entertaining content than exploring an abandoned tuberculosis hospital turned... Did they close that door too? Turned state prison. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second when I figure out how to get in. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go in the same way that we went in when I was here a year and some change ago. So there used to be that wheelchair that was out front here. Oh good, the front door is open. That was not open before. Alright. So I don't have a lot of paranormal stuff. It's not really my thing. So this originally was the kids' preventorium, where if the parents got sick and the kids had no one to watch them, they would be brought here. Oh yes, I remember looking at this stuff. Supposedly, this place is super haunted. In the 2 hours that we've been doing group sessions, there's not been anything. Oh wow, why is that bricked off? So these were all classrooms. Were originally, actually I guess the classrooms are upstairs. So I actually have an EMF with me. Electromagnetic field detector that we can play around with a little bit, see if we can find something. This to me would be the least haunted place here. Okay, this is super creepy. Is this the other staircase, or what is... Where am I? I'm already lost. Okay, so... I take it back. I went from not being scared at all to getting the craziest waves of chills. As soon as I turn that corner, oh man, I'm still getting it. What is happening? Are these lights on? Oh no, okay. Why am I getting such a weird vibe up here? Okay. What is buzzing? There's no power in here. Oh, it's people outside. All right. So I think if I remember right, there's one more place. What does that say? One more level. Wow. That just... the really creepy feeling I was getting just totally vanished. Okay. Let's come back here where it's freaking me out. Okay, there is some weird energy here. So I've got this thing. It's an EMF. I'll show it. Probably when I get to the light, it'll go off. No, I can't make it go off, but oh, you'll just have to trust me. Okay. So when I was here a second ago, right here, it was really freezing cold. I just assumed it was the room or the building. But now it's warm, just like it was warm down there a second ago. Or maybe we'll try this. Let me turn off this light. If there was anyone here a minute ago that was making that really cold spot down at the other end of the room, I've got this tool in my hand you can use to set it off to let me know you're here. Or you can make any other noise that you want. You can even make it cold again if you want. Okay. We can try again later. Okay. Let's try going downstairs and seeing what we can find. Downstairs is where all the kind of vocational trade areas were. I still have that EMF in my hand in case it ends up going off. Okay, so this is where the tunnel is, if I remember right. I think that's a tunnel right there. Yeah. I don't think I explored this area before. No, I don't think I did when I was here the first time. I think I went just in that first section back over there and then went down the, okay. Oh man, it's cold, but I think that makes sense being a back room in the basement. You got it. Mr. Weldon Barber's school. I did not see this before. Oh, look how cool this is. Freckles, liver spots, birthmarks, vitiligo, albinism. Oh, with pronunciations. Oh, very cool. I did not see this when I was here before. Wow. Gotta turn this down a little bit. Very cool. Oh, this is a room back here?
Gymnasium.
Oh, this isn't even the gym I was talking about. I had no idea this was here.
That's when we came in through the back.
Oh, wow. Look at this. There's a whole separate gym here. With old basketballs. How cool is that? All right, so this is quickly turning into just explore Cresson round 2 at night versus paranormal stuff. So we said they came in through the back door, but there is no back door. Oh, there is a back door. Where the heck does that go? I was already up there. I'm not really. All right. What do you say we go back through the tunnel? So I gotta tell you, thus far this is way less creepy than I was expecting. I was expecting to create basically a video about like jump scares and stuff, and I've not spooked myself really at all except for that area upstairs with the cold. I'm kind of surprised, but let's see if we can figure out something here. I mean, if nothing else, it's just a more detailed exploration again, finding new stuff. But maybe we'll find some paranormal stuff. Maybe we'll just have some general, I'm terrified of the dark stuff. I don't know, the camera gives me a ton of confidence, weirdly. Completely unfounded. So yeah, let's see if we can find. All right, so let's take the tunnel. Maybe we'll take a pit stop off at the chapel. Oh, I have not walked it going back this way. Didn't realize it was uphill the whole way. You guys have any luck?
Well, we're using our SLS right now, which is, it's a video camera.
I've never heard of that before.
So it's an Xbox Connect combined with a tablet that helps register movement. And it registers on the screen, and we are getting
Something's crawling on the ceiling.
two entities crawling on the ceiling over here. So we're gonna do a little session.
Okay, let's do it. Do you mind if I join you? I'll turn
You're
this
welcome
turned
to
off. And,
yeah, turn the light and we're
yeah,
just
of
gonna
course.
ask some questions.
Who said that they had a spirit box?
Oh, I have
Let's go ahead and use that.
Sure.
I got a couple cat balls and a REM pod to make.
We just heard you. Would you be able to say something else for us? We have multiple devices that you can use.
You can talk to us, or you can make some of the things light up. Let us know you're here.
Hi.
I think this is the chapel. My God. That is just not my scene. Yeah. So I didn't come up this way before last time, but so this is the chapel. You guys scared the crap out of me. The most interesting part to me is actually what has changed in the last year and a half since I was here. what's collapsed, what's open now that wasn't before, things like that. So let's go up here, check out some of the cell blocks. Like, it's amazing. I turn on the camera and suddenly my jitters just disappear. This would be terrifying typically. All right, so let's go do a little, I don't know what they call it in the paranormal investigation world, but maybe let's go do a little seance in one of the jail cells down here. What do you think? Actually, I have learned which cell the serial killer Joseph, I think his name was Joseph Callinger, was in when he was here, and he died on campus here, not from anything nefarious. So let's take a quick look around here. Can you guys see that? I'm guessing the camera's doing a crap job of picking it up, but this is J block, and so there are the showers here, and I'm not sure which side. We'll have to look, but one side of this eventually became the new restricted housing unit at the prison after essentially they built this to replace the old one. And so this saw inmates have solitary confinement 23 hours a day. Alright, so I thought I heard something. Let's turn on this EMF and see. But back to what I was saying, I know what cell Joseph Callinger was in, so that could be a good creepy thing to try, as well as we'll pick a cell here, A20. Let me get out the EMF. Oh, that's really dark out there, wow. It's also freezing. But, what? Why did that just go off like that? Okay, well maybe I'm getting a little spooked now, so. Is there anyone here? You can use the device in my hand to communicate if you want. Like you might have done when I first turned it on a minute ago. I don't know what that was, but if you're here, please feel free to use it again. Wow. Okay, this is really creepy. Do you want to bang on something to let me know you're here? Okay, I'm getting freaked out. Alright, turn on the light. Okay. Okay. I just got the absolute... Wow. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what that was. Like I said, I don't believe in ghosts and all that stuff, but I just got the worst feeling. How do I get out of here? The absolute worst feeling just came over me. I am 100% sure it is my body and my mind just playing tricks on me. Alright, let's go back outside. But that felt awful. Okay. I don't know what that was other than terrible. Let's go to the old original TB buildings and see what we can find. I need to change my battery here. So let's take a look at this here. I don't think I came here before. No, I definitely somehow missed this part. Notice to all staff, you must sign out any item you take from this room. Rail tail, dust brush, dust pans, push brooms. Oh, look at that insanely cool painting. Learned staff bathroom. There's something I've learned about this place since the last time I was here, which is they had two huge patient wings that came off either side of this building that have since obviously been torn down. But there's a stairwell upstairs, I believe. What is this? Oh, like, so when they tore down the wings, God, there's so many areas that I didn't fully get to the first time. So when they tore down the wings, anyway, the old patient wings, there's still a couple of staircases around here that lead up to where the second floor they would have connected to the patient rooms of the wings. But now they have them walled off to where it is a staircase that goes to nowhere, up to a bricked off place, and I really want to find that. Okay, so this way goes to the restricted housing unit where Joseph Callinger was. So this, if you remember from my first video, I wasn't sure about the RHU SSNU relationship. So I've since learned that this was the original restricted housing unit until they built J Block, I believe, which was the one we were in before where I got spooked sitting in the cell. So if you look at this, these were all the maximum security prison people where they basically worked. I don't know how to get that open, but those doors, and I think, was this the one? No, so one of these had no windows to the outside at all. I don't know if those, I don't know what these were, but this was the original restricted housing unit that then after they built J Block became the, so what's it called, the SSNU, the Secure Special Needs unit. But yeah, so if you see here, I wonder, look, are they all like that? No, so you see how each of these have those beds there, those type of beds. This one here, room 6, from my understanding was a room that Joseph Callinger was in. Let's sit here in the same bed where a serial killer slept, and maybe we can do a little EMF. I think that's the best I can do from a paranormal perspective. So we're going to turn this on, turn off the light, see what happens. Spirit, is there anyone here? Can you let me know if anyone is here? You can use the device in my hand or knock on something. And I assumed I'd be getting creepy serial killer vibes from sitting in here, but I'm not getting anything weird, even like feeling wise. Yeah, nothing, not like in the other couple places. So, okay. I mean, listen, more power to people if they're into this kind of stuff, but it is just not my thing. And so let's go back here and check this out, where you can see my breath when it's 75 degrees out. Oh, I definitely was not down here before. Carl Kozak, DMD, dental assistant. Oh, some of those dentist x-ray machines. I was definitely not here before. Very cool. Yeah, this x-ray unit may be dangerous to patient and operator, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I was definitely not down here before. Super cool. Is that an old school blood pressure cuff? What's on the ground here? I've definitely been here before. Oh, yeah. I was just here. Is that basketball court? Wow. I mean, paranormal stuff aside, just being in this basketball court with the barbed wire is crazy. One of the main buildings for the TB hospital. And I don't think we really fully explored this before. Really want to find that mural, but I'm getting super creepy vibe from this place. There it is. Aha. It's still in pretty okay shape too. A year and a half later and it's still doing okay. Shrimp Creole 325. Filet gumbo 450. It's probably my favorite part of this entire campus. Well, you know what? I call that a victory. So I don't know how to do an outro when it's super dark, when I don't have my light on and you can't see my face. When what did I decide to do? This? Would you like a Blair Witch thing? But yeah, so I think we're gonna call it. This was weird. Everything about it just felt weird. I mean, you would think, I wish the camera could pick this up, but like, probably doesn't, I'm guessing. It's these giant old, I learned a new word and I can't think what it's called now, the architecture of some of these buildings, but like these really old kind of Bavarian looking style against the backdrop of the sky, just like dark. They should be super creepy. Everything about this should be creepy, and it's not, and I don't get it. So I'm sure I'll probably piece something together to make this kind of work, but it'll be a weird, like, semi-paranormals, like I talked about. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in the next video. All right, bye.